What's up, everybody? How you doing? Joe McCall here. I am testing something that I've never done before, and this is pretty cool. I'm actually using the StreamYard app live streaming to Facebook and YouTube, and curious to see if this works. I'm actually on my way right now. I'm on Highway 40 in St. Louis, Missouri. It's about 7:20 in the morning, and I'm on my way to go pick up Gavin, who is staying at a mutual friend's house. Some of you guys know David Dodge. Shout out to David Dodge, a St. Louis resident, fellow Cardinals fan. But anyway, we are going to a mastermind today. Gavin and I, every quarter, do this for our clients. And we do these masterminds either in St. Louis or in Florida or Georgia. And today we're actually going to a conference room that overlooks Busch Stadium, overlooks the ball field. And then we're going to the Cardinals game tonight, so it should be a lot of fun. We're taking in about 10 or 12 coaching clients. We're going to be hanging out for the day. We're going to be talking about, hey, what's working and what do you need help with? We're just really going to be focusing in on improving each other's businesses, improving each other's lives, and contributing whatever we can to really helping us grow, helping our businesses thrive. And here's what I wanted to talk about. And by the way, if you could please comment, and I want to see what you guys think of this. Can you hear me okay? Does the video okay? Is it too shaky? Because if this works, I'm going to do more of this. I don't do a lot of driving, but when I do, it's like having my friends here in the car with me. And man, I love talking about business. I love talking about real estate to anybody who will listen. And nobody can interrupt me when I'm doing this, right? No, but anyway, like how was that? Was that shaky? Here's another shaky. All right, well, anyway, in this mastermind, we're going to be talking about what's going on in the economy. And a lot of things are happening right now, right? A lot of people, we're starting to see a slowdown in the economy, right? Days on market are going up. Obviously, interest rates are going up. I looked at the numbers. Interest rates have increased about 70%, 70% in the last 2 months. Is that crazy? Almost double interest rates have gone up. Inflation is crazy. It cost me $125 to fill this tank. I'm driving a Yukon Denali because I have 4 kids, a wife, dogs, so I need this space. So don't judge me. Anyway, inflation's going up. Days on market are going up. Inventory is going up. What does that mean? Well, we're transitioning in some markets, not every market, we're transitioning into a buyer's market, from a seller's market into a buyer's market. Now, demand is still healthy. Demand is still good. We're just coming maybe more into normal levels. But the Fed wanted to cool down the market, and they are doing it. We're coming into we're already in the middle of the hottest time of the year to buy properties, right? Oh, hi, Bob Lynch. So I'm seeing the comments here. Audio and video is good. All right. But anyway, we're coming into the peak. We already are in the peak home buying season now. And just from what we're seeing on our end, I have a good friend who's actually going to be at this mastermind today. He gets a list called the 30, 60, 90-day lates. And so anybody who's 30 days, 60 or 90 days late on their mortgage, he gets a list from them every month. And in the last month, that list has doubled. I'm not sure what it was before, but he was telling me this the other day at the gym. That list has doubled. We're seeing more foreclosures, more defaults on credit cards, car loans, home loans. Starting in August, the government is going to start requiring that people start paying on their student loan payments. They put a 2-year pause on that. So what's going to happen when people start having to pay their $200, $300, $400 a month, sometimes $1,000 a month student loan payments back, right? So here's the point. We are heading into a recession without a doubt. probably going to hit really strong in 2023. So what are we going to do as investors to be ready for it? Listen, money doesn't disappear. Money just doesn't disappear out of the housing market into stocks. It doesn't disappear out of crypto. Now, maybe it does. Whatever happened, I'm not a crypto guy, but whatever happened a week ago, some coin, like a stable coin it's called, that's supposed to be pegged to the dollar, completely vanished and disappeared. Like maybe cryptocurrency, it does disappear, but wealth does not disappear really. It transfers. You know, people who sold Bitcoin put their money into the stock market or something like that, right? So wealth never disappears, it just transfers. And so as real estate investors, we need to be prepared. We need to be ready to shift and adjust when the market shifts and adjust. Okay, so, you know, for housing, there will always be a demand for housing. There will always be people that need a place to live, that need a roof over their heads. And that's why I've always loved focusing on affordable single family housing. People will always need a roof over their heads. And the houses that always sell the fastest, have the highest demand, are the blue collar, median priced, working class single family homes. The same with apartments. Same with single family homes. I'm sorry, multifamilies, right? The apartments that always do the best, that have the strongest fundamentals, are the blue collar, middle income, working class neighborhoods. It's really dangerous right now to be investing in the suburbs, rehabbing McMansions, counting on appreciation. And this is another important thing. I should say this. I could talk for an hour. I'm going to have to get off here in just a minute because I got to pick up Gavin. We're going to this mastermind. Maybe I'll do a live with me and Gavin together. I don't know if we can get both people on the camera here. But anyway, you've got to have multiple exit strategies. This is why I love wholesaling, because we're just flipping paper. I have multiple exit strategies. I either flip the deal or I back out of the deal, right? But if you're buying properties right now, you need to have to rehab. You need to be willing to hold on to that property and rent it out or Airbnb it or something. If you can't sell it for what you want to sell it for, we're seeing days on market go out longer. I'm seeing more and more houses on the MLS going from active to pending, back to the on the market to pending, back on the market. Days on market are going longer. I'm seeing this in the news. Realtors are saying we used to have open houses with lines out into the street. Now we are not having anybody come to these things, all right? So times are changing. Are you going to be ready for it? So here's the thing, and I'll wrap it up. You need to dig your well before you're thirsty. I'm going to be talking a lot about this coming week and next week, because we've got some promotions and things lining up. Next week, I'm going to be giving a fire sale to one of my courses about creative financing, because it's important for investors to know how to do different kinds of deals: cash deals, lease options, owner financing, subject tos. You need to be prepared and ready. You need to have a tool belt full of tools that can do different kinds of deals. So anyway, you need to dig your well before you're thirsty, right? And so there's going to be a lot of thirsty people out there in the coming days. You need to be ready to have water to drink when you're thirsty. And you need to dig your well before you're thirsty. So I'm going to be talking a lot about momentum. I'm going to be talking a lot about marketing. This is not the time to freak out and run to the hills. This is the time to double down, to become a marketing rainmaker. This is the time right now to double down on your marketing. Do more of it. Talk to more sellers. Make more offers. Do more follow-up. Press the pedal down, because this is not the time to slow down. This is the time to accelerate, to plug in harder. The people that were lazy are going to get crushed in this coming recession. The people that understand the fundamentals of marketing, talking to sellers, making offers, following up, the fundamental stuff, they're going to survive and thrive. And they're going to be smart enough to know where the market is going. It's maybe shifting from this type of home to this type of home, this type of neighborhood to this type of neighborhood. So we're going to be talking a lot about that over the coming days. So stay tuned for that. I got a free book that I'm going to be giving you in a couple of weeks. I have a course on creative financing that I'm going to give you next week. That's like 75, 85% off from what we sold it before. Because I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to be ready for the coming economic recession, because it's coming and there's nothing we can do about it. You need to be ready for it. Okay. So dig your well before you're thirsty. Think about, like, you know, if you're looking at a house to rehab or wholesale, I'm telling you, wholesale it. You can make more money wholesaling than you can rehabbing. I guarantee it. Because especially like in this market and the uncertainty, right? In that 6 months, 9 months that it takes you to rehab that house and take on all that risk, borrow all that money, take on all that liability, you can wholesale 3 or 4 properties and make the same amount of money or more. Okay. The guys, and I've seen this before in other recessions, you know, the guys that thrived and made the most profit in the previous recessions were the wholesalers. They weren't tied down to a bunch of debt. They didn't take a bunch of risk. They were able to adjust and be nimble. They were able to find out where the buyers were buying. They were able to know who the buyers were, what they were buying, how much they were paying for it. And they went out and found what they wanted and then gave it to them. Does that make sense? All right. So I got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking more about it. I like doing these lives here. It looks like it's working. I got a bunch of Facebooks here. Oh, and somebody else is commenting here about hedge funds. Listen, the hedge funds are going to be gone. Give them a year or two. I think they're going to be gone. So if your only buyers are hedge funds, you're going to be in trouble. You need to be constantly marketing for buyers. This is about digging your well before you're thirsty. I think this might be my theme for the next 12 to 24 months. Digging your well before you're thirsty. You should always be marketing for buyers. Always be marketing for buyers, because buyers will come in and out. You know, it's crazy. They say they've got millions of dollars and they're going to be buying for the next 20 years or whatever, right? But I'm telling you, they can change their mind in a heartbeat. Some Thai executive in Wall Street could all of a sudden have a bad hair day and be like, yeah, you know, we're done. We're out. It doesn't matter if your deals are already under contract. They will back out of the deals. Go ahead and sue them, right? So, like, you always got to be marketing for buyers. And if you're going to be building new home construction, make sure you're only building homes in areas that you can rent and cash flow as your multiple exit strategy, right? Yeah, so I got a lot more to say, but I need to go. Appreciate you all. Take care. Give me some comments and feedback on this. Can you hear me okay? Is the driving too distracting? Are you freaked out that I'm actually doing this live while I'm driving? Is this illegal? I don't know. But I appreciate you all. We'll see. I'm on my way to pick up Gavin. Maybe we'll do another video, talk about this mastermind we got going on. We'll see you guys. Take care.